G'day, and welcome back to that new hobby high, Ultramarines from scratch. This is a video channel where I talk about, this is a video channel where I talk about, learning Horus Heresy, getting into the hobby. I've never played anything like this before. I only picked up the box on a whim in November last year, and learning the ins and outs of the Horus Heresy, the chapters, the rules, and the gameplay, the lore, the whole rigmarole. And that's basically this in a nutshell. And my progression with the painting of these miniatures, the slow improvement of my painting, because this is very different from what I'm used to. Very, 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 very different. And just me spruiking on and on. So. First off, I'd like to point out that my wife has started a little playlist on this channel with her hobby, which is doing these lovely little what are they called? I'd call them sculptures made out of folded metal. She loves them. I reckon they look great. And I thought, why be selfish? It may be a new hobby, but it's also, my wife's got a hobby too. Freaking, so she started putting a video up. Have a look at it. It might not be your cup of tea. You might just be full Horus Heresy, but I'm proud of it. I reckon it looks amazing, and you can see some real fucking differences in our styles. You see the organised chaos of my workbench, and then have a look at her video, and everything's clean and precise and at 90-degree angles and absolutely spectacular to look at. Give it a quick brush before I start spruiking about my week in the hobby. All right, so this week this last Thursday, I played against a beautifully painted 3,000 point Blood Angels army, which included the big fella, Sandwich himself. So, and Chapter Master Redoran, and it was a magic. It was an absolutely fantastic game. I got absolutely spanked. I was supposed to take a Fellblade, and I said to the fella, "Yeah, bring Sangy, man. Fuck's sake, yeah, get a freaking Primarch on the table." And like a silly sod, I was sitting there and I was cooking up my list, and I thought, well, shit. I noticed I had 100 miniatures all painted up. So I thought, oh, fuck, you know what? I've not seen 100 miniatures on the table. Well, freaking, I'm going to field that army. So I fielded a army of 100 shooting miniatures, two large tactical squads, all my ring roll, against a fully kitted out, rampaging, close combat orientated Blood Angels army. And it went as well as you could fucking expect. I got fucking destroyed. The bloke only used about half his army. it was a freaking wipe. I've got a video of it after this, so check it out. And I fully enjoyed it. A Sandwich is a bit of a beast, without any shadow of a doubt. But I had a great time. I even when I was watching it and recording the voiceover, I was going, "Oh, this is such a cool fucking game! Look at it. It's all painted up. It was like Blood Gulch or Team Fortress 2. It was so good. I really liked it. I'm not ashamed. I really liked it. And the hubris on my part, thinking that I could take out a Primarch without one. Oh, you're supposed to pay the price for hubris, and by gum, I did. What else has happened? Let's just clean that up. I've been working on this a little bit more, and every time I try to do something better with it, something worse turns up, which is a fucking shame. So I've had to spray paint it back black to bring out all the imperfections, and there are a lot. There's a fucking metric shit ton. No, imperial shit ton. There's a lot. A lot of pitting. It's freaking, even with this washed, I'm still getting oil dots. Freaking entire unseen mold lines. just where it doesn't. I mean, these, if they probably would have joined up better if they went the way they were supposed to go, but just the lines which aren't straight. You see that depth there? That's because that sinks in. It's concave, eh? So that's looking pretty fucked. I'm slowly squaring that up. I got the big gap here seated, but it's not completely plumb. On the other side, on the underside, so these you can see here the high and the low bits, which I'm slowly working on. It's a model would probably be the most honest way I could describe it. It is a model. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good model. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a terrible model. It is a model, but it's not as much fun as I thought it would be to put back together. And I'll still work on it because I want to see it going. I'm thinking of going silver with blue stripes with prototypes and silver with white stripes. Maybe some D-Day landing sort of blue and white across the nose here. D-Day, they got black and white stripes. So maybe something like that on the wings, on the nose, and on the. I think that might be interesting. Don't know. I'm still trying to get it straight. So I haven't decided on the colour scheme just yet. But before I leave this, and I'm just about to, I'll put up this video. Oh shit! I just went and dragged my decals through paint. Down a Fraggle Rock. Down, grab a Fraggle by the cock, swing him around your head. Tool master said, no. Right. I have bought a ally for my Ultramarines because giant robots. That's looking cool. So I'm going to do a bit of this when all the bits and pieces come together. Not using those head, but there is a night house, which was on Calth during the invasion. Got nearly wiped out to a man, and that's the colour scheme and the story I'm building for that. Got some decals coming in, freaking special made. I got all the stencils. I got some special made heads. I got a whole plan for a small 2,000 point attachment. Allied attachment of Armiger Knights, or Armigers, and a slightly more flash one, which stands like this tall. Not one of those beetleback looking things. Anyway, have a look at the battle report and freaking enjoy your day. I'm done here for the day. I'm trying to get this together. I'm all over the shop today, but I'm having a good one. Give your missus a kiss and take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Cheerio. Righto, turn one. Well, set up. Now, have a look at that table. Blue versus red. It's bloody blood gulch. I'm freaking impressed by that. My side had the Praetorian Breaches, 10-man heavy bolter, 20-man bloody tactical with an apocryphy, a 10-man with a 10-man heavy with missile launcher, another 20-man tactical with an apocryphy, a 10-man full Mataris with power weapons, and the Medicae Primus. I also had my 3 quad launchers and a unit of special weapons with rotor cannons. Over here I have a 10-man assault squad, a Javelin jet bike, another 10-man assault squad, a Daradeo, fucking kitted out with lasers and Aeolus missile launchers, I guess they're called. 2 Castaferums, a 15-man assault squad, the Big Sandwich himself, some sort of Land Raider filled with Crimson Paladins and Radarin, and a 10-man Dawnbreaker cohort, and a Moritat. And doesn't that table look fucking spectacular? Oh, I still watch this, and I'm still fucking excited about how good this was. Now, I lost the initiative roll. I got it stolen from me, so Blood Angels went first, and they charged up the field. Didn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage this first turn, but that Castaferum and the Daradeo blew one of my quad launchers off the fucking table, just annihilated it. All the objectives were pretty much close to the Blood Angels side, so they snagged them all in their first turn one, because jetpacks make you fast. In my turn 1, I ran up the board as much as I can to try and get near the objectives. I got near one. I couldn't get near the other because it was second story, so I was more than 6 inches away. And I think I shot one assault squad to one last man. There he is, and he fled the table, but didn't flee off it. Now, Blood Angels turn 2, I copped a lot of charges. That one there with the Crimson Paladin slamming into an objective holding apocryphy using freaking tactical squad was an amazing battle that lasted the entire freaking session. There was we did a challenge, and my little tactical sergeant held off a sergeant from the Crimson Paladins for 3.5 turns before freaking dying. At this turn here, I think I blew up the tank with the quad launchers, and I was just holding my own in the close combat. Basangi left the assault squad, joined the Paladins, and was sneaking around the fucking side, ready to deal his copious amounts of damage. Now, this is the setup at the start of turn 3. I took a little video because this was about where it was going to get fucking spicy, and bloody hell, it got spicy. I'm ready to look at that. I've tanked everything up, thinking, yeah, I can take an assault from a Primarch. Look at those nice straight lines. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to, he's going to charge in, and I'm not going to fuck it up. I'm going to shoot him out before he gets here. The optimism of use, because that's what I saw next. Sandwich starts his rampage. He freaking comes burst around the corner with a Moritat and his Dawnbreakers. And at the end of it, which is now, yeah, you get to see it. Oh, there's that challenge still going on the top of that hill. Yeah, he's fucking wiped everything out. And my Fulmintaris couldn't hit a fly with a freaking tennis racket. So, yeah, not looking good. So to try and take an advantage off of Sanguinius, I charge him. Unfortunately, my Fulmintaris are not really the kitted out with anything that can kill a Primarch, just with power weapons, and they fucking pay the price. So basically, at this point, I notice that most of the Blood Angels, like half of the army, are still on the table on the other side, and I'm down to bare minimum men. So basically what happens here is Sanguinius and the Dawnbreakers wipe out all my heavy hitters. All I've got is 2 freaking mortars and about 4 heavy weapons, heavy bolters. And it was a great game. I lost freaking horrendously. Sanguinius Sandwich is a fucking beast, and I don't regret going against him. I think it was a great, fun, and amazing experience. And thank you very much, Rob.